A young man was pushed into the female CEO's office by his coworker. After he locked the door from outside, he left him trapped inside until nightfall. The coworkers did this to create a scandal so that the CEO would be disgusted with the man and fire him. Left with no choice, the young man decided to sleep in the office. Unexpectedly, the CEO returned from a business trip that evening. Without noticing the man on the bed, she undressed and lay down beside him. Early the next morning, while they were still asleep, the scheming coworkers informed the higher-ups and stormed toward the CEO's office with a group. Meanwhile, the CEO woke up groggily and was shocked to see a strange man in her bed. She immediately kicked him off the bed. When he looked up, they both recognized each other. It turned out they were newlyweds who had just gotten married. 3 days earlier, the CEO's mother had gone to a matchmaking event at a nearby mall to find a suitable husband for her daughter. Unfortunately, as soon as she entered, she was targeted by a scammer who tried to deceive her with fake pictures. Just as the scammer was about to succeed, the young man passed by, snatched the ATM card, and accused them of being frauds who prey on the elderly for money. "Auntie, be careful. Scams are everywhere these days," he warned. His righteous act left a deep impression on the CEO's mother, and she started thinking of him as a potential son-in-law. She took him outside and called her daughter, asking her to dress up and come over in 3 minutes. To buy time, she pretended to feel unwell. The kind-hearted young man didn't question her and patiently cared for her. Soon, the CEO arrived dressed in a suit. "Mom, what are you up to again?" she asked. "Auntie, let's go to the hospital first," he said. "My son-in-law, I don't think I'll make it," the mother said dramatically. "Before I go, can you promise me one thing?" "Go ahead, Auntie," he replied. "I'm worried that my silly daughter won't have anyone to look after her when I'm gone. Can you marry her?" "All right, I promise you. But let's go to the hospital first." Okay, to the hospital." But instead of the hospital, the mother drove them straight to the Civil Affairs Bureau. Just like that, 2 complete strangers who had known each other for less than an hour got a marriage certificate and became legal spouses. Right after, the young man received a phone call informing him he was late for a job interview. He rushed over in a panic, only to run into his snobbish ex-girlfriend and her scumbag boyfriend. They mocked him coldly. Just as he was about to respond, the interviewer arrived and told him to come in quickly. However, his resume accidentally fell out of his folder, and the scumbag secretly picked it up and hid it. "You didn't even bring your resume to the interview?" they mocked. He claims to be a top coding graduate but forgot something as basic as a resume. He apologized to the interviewer and explained, "I may have forgotten the resume, but I ranked first in my coding program. I know I can do this job." Pretending to be helpful, the wicked boyfriend stepped forward and said to the interviewer, "He worked so hard for this interview. He even broke up with his girlfriend to focus on it. Please give him a chance." The interviewer scoffed. "Don't waste my time." His snobbish ex-girlfriend sneered, "Your only chance to stay in this city is gone. But if you beg me, maybe I'll help you." The young man boldly replied, "I don't need your help," and walked away. A few moments later, the interviewer went to the CEO's office to report on the interview. The CEO asked, "Why was the top coding student eliminated?" "He didn't bring his resume," the interviewer replied. "Ridiculous," the CEO snapped. "He's a top talent, and you let him go over such a small mistake? They say he only came to pursue our CEO. He even dumped his girlfriend for it." The interviewer suspected he had ulterior motives, so he was rejected on the spot. Later, the young man returned to the company and was given a second chance. However, one of his colleagues became jealous of his outstanding performance and began plotting against him. One evening, that colleague came to his workspace and told him, "The CEO wants to see you in her office." Innocently, he went to the CEO's door, only to be pushed inside and locked in from the outside. With no way out, he had no choice but to spend the night there. The next morning, the CEO awoke, shocked to see a strange man in her bed. She immediately kicked him off. When he looked up, they both froze. They recognized each other. The CEO quickly realized he had been tricked. The young man apologized and warned her, "They're trying to set us up and get us both fired." At this point, he still didn't know that the woman he had recently married was actually the CEO of the company. He told her calmly, "Let's stay composed," and then angrily angrily stormed out to confront the perpetrators. As soon as he stepped outside, they began harassing him. "You entered the CEO's office without permission and had improper intentions," one of them accused. "According to company policy, you're fired and must pay a penalty of 500,000 yuan. "That's robbery," he shouted. "I was tricked. Check the surveillance footage." They replied, "The surveillance for room 307 was malfunctioning. You have no proof. That office holds confidential information. Who knows what you saw during the night, even if you didn't do anything." Entering the CEO's office without permission is a serious offense. At the height of the argument, the CEO's mother suddenly stepped in. "Why are you harassing my son-in-law?" she demanded. Hearing the word son-in-law, everyone went silent. One by one, they slipped away in shame and disgrace.